All right. So y'all can see my screen. Should be the Canvas page. Um, thanks for meeting with me like this today. Next Thursday we will go in class. I had some stuff scheduled I absolutely couldn't get out of. So anyway, I was just going to kind of do the introduction today, just kind of show you around the lecture, and then for those of you that are in lab, we'll do that like right after this. Um, so this is, can you guys hear me? Hold on, let me click over to you.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, this is the so this is what the page opens up to. The announcements are there. Whenever we meet, we'll use this link, the same class link. That'll be for the whole class. So let's go over the syllabus. This is a Google number, my phone number, but it rings to my phone, so you can call me whenever, right? You could text me. It might be easier if you need me for something and I don't get back to you within an hour. Go ahead and call or text again. That's fine. Because I might have been in the car or something, and I'll go down and look because I can't help it, but um, then I'll forget to call you back. So if I don't contact you, just contact me back. And of course, by email, that's fine too. Especially if it's something that I use my email as like an inbox. So um, wait, I'm gonna mute one of you. Okay, I guess not. I use my email as an inbox. Um, so I won't ignore your email, and I won't erase it until I've addressed it. Right. So I'll have at least answered you back before I erase it. And I always try to keep my inbox empty. So email is the best way kind of make sure something's going to get done. But however you want to get a hold of me. So this is what we're going to cover in A&P 1. You covered the skeletal system, muscular and tegumentary and nervous systems. So we're going to start with endocrine, and endocrine is typically a difficult chapter to start with. So you might feel that. We're going to start with endocrine, and then we're going to do 3 chapters on the cardiovascular system, blood, heart, and blood vessels. So endocrine, cardiovascular, then we're going to go into lymphatic and immunity, then respiratory, digestive. We'll probably get to urinary, but we're not going to get to reproductive. We usually don't get that. We usually, the class usually ends before I get that far, right? So if I can get to renal function, then I'll be happy with that, right? So, okay, so I don't know if any of you are using Tutora still, and if you happen to own one, that's fine, use it. This one down here is OpenStax, and I'm thinking that you used that for A&P 1, and you can continue using that for A&P 2. It's the same book. If not, you can click on this link, and it'll open the book. If you have an A&P book, there's different types. There's like a 1 semester A&P book, and then there's like a 2 semester A&P book, right? So any anatomy and physiology book that goes over in 2 semesters is probably fine. They all follow the same order, right? They all, somewhere around chapter 17 or chapter 18 is going to be the endocrine system. After the chapter on endocrine system is blood, then the heart, right? So they all follow that same order. And even within the chapter, it's going to follow the same topics within the chapter, right? So whatever book you have, it's probably going to be good enough. So there's really not any reason to purchase anything. I'm gonna let you read this part. So grading, we're gonna have 3 exams, 3 quizzes, and we're gonna have a final that is cumulative, but most of it is going to be made up of old test questions. So it's not cumulative in that you have to like study the whole book and what am I going to ask on the whole book. It's not like that. But we're gonna, I believe our first exam, I've got the exam dates written down here. I believe it's next. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. So June 16th is our first test, right? This class goes from 8 until I think 10:25. So I know that's early. So I've got 9 a.m. here. I just put a time just because I had to put a time, but these are the dates, right? So it's like every Thursday starting next Thursday. So next Thursday is a quiz, and then we just alternate. Exam 1 is the Thursday after that, and so it's every Thursday until the class ends, starting next Thursday, starting a week from today. All right. So usually on Tuesday we'll go over things that will be on the quiz or the exam, and we'll start the class by taking the quiz or the exam, and then after that I'll lecture. So it's a hybrid class, partly in class, partly online. I was tempted to go completely online, and but I just got an email saying don't change anything, because students wanted to, like they have it in their head that it's going to be hybrid or it's going to be in class or whatever it is, right? Not change it from what's on the for what you signed up from. So, I mean, I get that. So that's fine. Let's see what happens. So right now that's the plan. Thursday's in class. It's in the B building. If you don't know where it is, I can send you a map, but it's sort of by where nursing is. Tuesday will be like we're doing now, right? So this coming Tuesday, except it's going to be earlier, right? It's not going to be at 11 o'clock. And technically, thank you for coming, because 11 o'clock is your class is over, right? We're supposed to be for those of you in lab, we're supposed to be in lab now, right? So technically class is over. So I'm not holding, and that's another reason I'm going to keep it short today. So anyway, point is, here's the quiz and exam dates. There's the final exam. I do let you guys, we do go over things on Tuesday. And if you ever want to go over stuff on other days, if you want to do a study group, however you want to do it, I'm around. This is my only class that I'm teaching on campus, and it's on Thursday. But during the week, I'm home. I'm not busy, So if you guys want to schedule stuff, or if you work during the day and you want to schedule a study session or whatever in the evening, I don't really care, look, it's better if you do it without me, but if you need to ask me questions or something like that, we could jump in this class anytime. If I'm not sleeping, you could probably reach me by phone. We could jump online, whatever. All right. So I'm available. All right. So quizzes, exams. Notice that the exams are worth 1.5 times the quiz. This is wrong. They're all on campus. I have to delete that part right there, with the exception of exam 1. They're all going to be on campus. So there's a chance that I'm going to get my shoulder operated on and I don't know how that's going to affect me going to like to the actual classroom. So that might happen. I think for you guys, like you might be thinking in your head, well, if you move this for a few weeks to online and you put the test online, that would be like a good thing. Okay, and so that would if you feel like that works out for you, good. Then forget what I'm talking about. If you're saying, well, I wanted a hybrid class and um, I want to be in the classroom once a week, then um, just email me, if you think it might be difficult. I don't know. That's where I was this morning. I was at that appointment for my shoulder. So I don't think anything's gonna happen, but I'm just like putting it into your head. Um, there is a chance, and if I get my shoulder operated on, then I'm gonna be out. So I won't be in any position to like walk onto campus. But I don't know. Let's see. I shouldn't have even talked about that. Um, look, there's a schedule we're following. Today is just introduction. I'm not going to do the endocrine system. I did post some notes. I'll show you that in a second. Starting Tuesday, we will do the endocrine system. So you see, I said the week of, right? And so you see, it says like June 7th. Oh, I get it. Wait, hold on a minute. Our first quiz. Today's only June 2nd. Okay, sorry. Next Thursday's not our first quiz. It's the 16th, like I was saying. So 2 weeks from today is our first quiz, and then every Thursday after that is some kind of quiz or exam. All right. So next Tuesday we're going to start talking about the endocrine system, right? And we're going to spend all next week on it. We're going to spend Tuesday on it and Thursday on it. So this is roughly the schedule we're going to follow. We might fall behind. We're not going to jump ahead because I'll slow it down, but we might fall a little bit behind. And if we do, that's fine. But the quizzes and exams are definitely going to be on those Thursdays, right? Starting June 16th until the 28th of July. All 7 of those Thursdays we're doing something. Attendance, it's related, like it's correlated with your grade. People think that they can not come, or like, on Tuesday you turn off your camera and you turn off your microphone and you just go do something else, right? Okay, I mean, I get it, but most of those people don't do well. You don't do well enough to like study on your own, or you're like, I'll just watch the video later. It often doesn't work. So just try. I know you have jobs and stuff like that and lives, but it is summer, and but try to provide yourself that discipline, and make it during the class. I'm gonna let you read all this. Okay, so these are the test dates. If you go here, modules, that's going to be where I put notes, right? So I've already put something here. It's a video that I've made so you'll see 2 types of videos up here. One will be a recording of the class, right? So this class that I'm recording now, I'm going to post that and you're going to see it up here, right? And then, look, this is bugging me, so I'm going to change the name right here. Should say quiz 1 material. All right, let's try it again. There we go. So you'll see 2 types of videos up here. One will be from the class. So today's class video is going to be up here, right? This one right here is the same thing that I'll cover in class, but it's just that I did it on my own, right? So eventually there's going to be a lot of videos on here, but they're redundant, right? I'll have 2 videos on the same topic, right? This right here, mode of action of hormones, that's if you feel like jumping ahead, you can click on that and it goes to a YouTube page that I have. And that's what I'm going to talk about next class. It covers like the first 10 pages of the chapter, right? So this is where they're going to, so I'm going to be adding to this as we go along. If you want to like jump ahead, you can, hold on, I'm not going to play it. But so what you can do is like when you click on one of these videos, then hold on. Stop. You can click on my name. I have the whole, and then go to playlist. Then I've got everything up here. So endocrine videos, right? We're on the endocrine system right now. You could jump ahead to everything, right? These are all the videos I got on the endocrine system. Wait. So just for the endocrine system, some of these are redundant. Like you see right here, it says endocrine system part 1, 2, 3. That's the whole chapter divided up into thirds. I should probably even take those off, right? But here's that mode of action of hormones, right? And then pituitary. So that's broke. These are broken down. These are broken down a little bit more, right? So if you want to jump ahead, you don't have to at all. But I'm saying, or if you ever, if you're ever not on Canvas, you could just like look up my name and you can go to go to the playlist and the whole class is up there, so you can find any one of the videos. But that's what that video goes to, right? And I'll add to it. So I'll keep adding the modules, right? And then when we're done with quiz 1, then this is going to say exam 1 material, right? I'll just switch it to exam 1, and then I'm going to add more to it. And when exam 1's finished, then the whole thing, I'm going to take the whole thing down and I'll put up stuff for quiz 2, right? So some of the questions from quiz 1 will go into exam 1. When the exam is finished, we kind of reset. I take all that stuff off. I'm not going to keep asking those questions again. And then we're on quiz 2. I'll use some of the quiz 2 questions for exam 2. When exam 2 is finished, I'll take all that down, right? So this thing up here, what you see will keep changing. So right now it says quiz 1. It's going to be like that for 2 weeks. Announcements here. The grades are all, it's going to look like this. And as you go through, the grades will be here. Since it's summer, I can have these graded that day. It might be later on in the day, but I'll have them graded because I don't have like a lot of other things to do on Thursday. So these will usually be up by the end of the day on Thursday. There's not a lot of you in the class. If you're already home and it's Thursday, you want to know what you missed on the test, just text me and I'll take a picture of it and send it back to you if you don't want to wait to get it. What else? So your grade, your final grade will be updating. I don't think I put this anywhere, but what I've been doing is I've been dropping the lowest of these first 6 tests. Quiz 1, exam 1, quiz 2, exam 2, right? These first 6. I dropped the lowest one. Which one I drop whatever the lowest, whatever the one is going to help your grade. So if you got like a 70 on quiz 1 and you got a 70 on exam 1, I'm probably going to drop exam 1 because exam 1 counts for more. So that's your lowest, right? That'll help your grade the most. I'll keep the quiz because it doesn't count as much as the exam, and I would drop the exam, right? So whatever one of these 6, when I look at it, I can tell, right? So whatever one of those 6 happen to be your lowest, I'm going to, like the worst for your grade is dragging your grade down, I'm going to drop it. So that does give you 1 week where you can miss something. I'm not good with makeups at all, so I'm really not going to be able to do makeups, but that's why I'm doing the drop, right? So if you miss something, I'm going to drop it. So, try to do well in the beginning and save your drop. All right, we're coming up on 10:30. I mean 11:30. So I'm gonna stop recording this lecture part, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Do you guys have any questions for me?